To make big plays on the field. It's Tate's Lions going up against Doug Baldwin's Seahawks. What a surprise here. There's rain in Seattle, so we're off to CenturyLink Field to link up with our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Detroit Lions offense will be under the direction of that man, Matthew Stafford, who in 2017 was third in the league in passing yards. Seems like he's up around the top every season, over 4,400 of them. Best yards per attempt average of his career. Sort of interesting. Yeah, and how about the level he is playing? You've mentioned it already. The big thing I've liked about him is he's really cut down on his turnovers. He continues to mature as a quarterback. They've got to give him help in the running game, though. And we've been saying that for how many years in Detroit? That absolutely has to happen because... And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 51 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass. And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground. Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it. And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no? I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
On 2nd down, Wilson steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
When you talk about pure speed on the corner, you have to talk about Darius Slay because this guy in high school, 100-meter, 200-meter state champ, he can flat out run. The thing he's looking to increase, takeaways. Only 7 takeaways in his last 4 seasons. He wants to live up to his nickname, which is Big Play Slay.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he went. And I think the ball's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here's Riddick, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
It's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Sheldon Richardson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On second down, here's Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
First time I saw Cam Chancellor was in college at Virginia Tech, and I loved his athletic ability. I loved the way he took care of the middle of the field, but I wondered how that would translate to the NFL. Well, he found the perfect home in Seattle, where they allow him to roam the middle of the field and sometimes act almost as a second middle linebacker to take care of things that come across his way.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought, was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Wilson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Wilson. Throw left side, complete. That's Richardson. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now Wilson on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Richardson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards. The pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again here. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Stafford on first down. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. They face a 2nd and 7 to start. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through.
To throw is Stafford. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Lockett. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season and what he did at age 40. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now Wilson, escape. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really difficult.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now Russell Wilson appears to be shaken up. And you know they're holding their breath over on that sideline. He's still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
They go back to Riddick. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Returnable for Lockett. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Pass interference, offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It's such a risky play there. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league for that quarterback-needy team.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Both teams turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So let's discuss the Detroit Lions as their offense makes their way back out there, Charles. Last 3 years, including a playoff loss in 2016, they're 25-24. They're going to have a new head coach, of course, Jim Caldwell, let go at the end of the year. And it always seems like the Lions are stuck right in that middle ground. 7-9, 8-8, 9-7. Can they make that jump to go higher than that?
One would think so, but I think they're going to need to add some pieces to their team because, as you noted, right in the middle ground, they can throw the heck out of it, but they can't run it.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cliff Averill. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Stafford now to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cliff Averill bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I know every coach talks about respecting the ball, taking care of the ball, but when it's 3rd and long like that, you're triggered, man. He wants to make a play. And on that one, he's trying to force one downfield to make that play. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, he tried to make the play. A little risky, but it fell incomplete. It's really something. Even when he's hitting these from distance, big-time distance, he manages to put them right down the middle, doesn't he?
No doubt about that one. Never a doubt. And this is no extra point. That's 50-plus. And that's the definition of splitting the uprights.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Graham, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A Seahawk 1st down. Wilson to his big target, Graham.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the time. And now we're set to get going. To throw on second down. Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a third and about 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Lions will take over. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them the lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Lions will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Later on the drive, Jones has got the catch coming across the middle. And he's going to go 16 yards for the score as they take a 7-0 lead. First and 10, middle of the field, Russell Wilson will find his mark. And he'll be tackled at the 41-yard line. Late in the second, Stafford's looking towards the end zone. It ends up working for a touchdown. Lions go up by 11. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back down to Seattle for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Lions have recovered. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford buying time to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now Rudock, his first throw since coming in the game. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return across. Midfield and to the 46-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. He'll get it in the hands of Baldwin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And left side here, it's Graham. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and that'll bring up second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. Gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Ebron with it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On first down, Wilson. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
this defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They go play action now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game.
And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Riddick. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Complete. Richardson has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's got some space here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On 2nd down, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Third and 2, now Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Riddick with a carry. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Wilson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
After the interception, here's Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On the ground, it's Riddick. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and lead things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now if they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he is knocked down from the side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He may try and run for this. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Lions will take over. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it, you will actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 15 yards there for number 15. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets past one man. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 54 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it with Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. It's up and it's good, but it won't matter. Because 7 is as close as they're going to get, and this game is over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both quarterbacks have reliable tight ends. They know they'll...
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Jacksonville taking the field. There's their quarterback, Blake Bortles, who had somewhat of a roller coaster year, but more wins this season than in his first 3 years combined. And look, the defense helped, but the bottom line, they were within earshot of going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no matter what you say about his season, roller coaster or not, he did the biggest thing. Led his team to 2 playoff wins, and just what you said, within an eyelash of taking out the New England Patriots and representing the AFC in the Super Bowl. A really great finish for Blake Bortles and the Jaguars.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
If you're a GM in the NFL and someone wants to question your credentials and you say, well, I drafted Khalil Mack, you're good to go, because Khalil Mack was the 2016 NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He anchors everything they do in Oakland. Speed off the edge, strength at the point of attack, can drop into pass coverage, can play defensive end and outside linebacker, and guess what? Hardly anyone is blocking him.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Bortles now on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Bortles again. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. Letting one go deep for the end. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. fresh set of downs here. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The starting offensive unit now coming up on your screen. Who are we highlighting, Charles?
DeAndre Washington out of Texas Tech, the leading rusher in the Big 12 in 2015. I don't think he'll be utilized much as a lead ball carrier. He'll be a terrific third down back. Catch the ball in open space and create big plays.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Cornerback A.J. Boye matched work ethic with development and became one of the most sought-after free agents in the 2017 class. Former number 4 corner in Houston, became a starter in 2016, and has tremendous ball skills that'll serve him well in the future.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing his Carr on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the athleticism on this spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now Carr again. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Carr to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Yannick Ngakoue with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Eluding the pressure. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Vanderdoes coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Green 90. Green 90.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Being chased out left. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. They're going to try and throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It's a pickup of 19. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. He's to the 10, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 7-3 the score, and we're back to Oakland after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They come out here in the eye. play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Flag 58 rail. Flag 58 rail. Ready.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Allen Hurns, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it.